Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharukar Kudash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching scriptures, among other things, and salutation to Yakim across the earth for doing his work in safety and truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom. So I want to do just a short video concerning an article that I saw yesterday. Posted it in the group app, and it talks about, I like to follow these things that happen in West Africa. So you had Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. So they broke loose from France, and they already, the puppet that France put there as an to rule that country, basically as a minister or whatever, to rule that country. They removed those, and the army basically took it over. And Niger was the last country where they did it, and they, the French, they were looking at Europe because in Niger they used to get a lot of uranium from there, and that's also a thing that you can use for nuclear weapons and all that, So, but Niger, they told France to remove the soldiers from there. They were looking at Europe like Europe was about to help them, but nobody from Europe responded. So they had to move away from there, And Russia been busy in Africa, not only in West Africa. Russia been busy in Africa, so he's making friends over there. He's helping them basically to get America also out there. So now they made it clear like a week ago or something that the American soldiers had to leave that country, and this also shows you that they are losing their power. They can do nothing against it, They just have to leave, You gotta know, like let's say 10 or 15 years ago, when something like this would happen, then America would react with force and make sure that made up a story concerning a terrorist regime and this and that, and then would fight the army and remove that the leader who's leading the country currently, and put another puppet there, But they losing power. Look at the chaos that's going on in Haiti. They try to I said that they tried to do a coup in Venezuela. That they also failed, with Guaido. And I don't know, they keep interfering on the background because now soon you're also going to get elections in Venezuela. And you got this female, I forgot her name, and she's also running for elections, And Esau, especially, don't get me wrong, Russia's Esau also, they're just different tribes. That's why they're standing against each other, It's also part of prophecy, they're not friends anymore, So they're fighting against each other. So, yeah, but America and Russia, they've been on a cold relationships for years. You had the Cold War, things like that. But now, things starting to heat up. And matter of fact, let me read, wait a minute. So, yeah, let me check this scripture. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure out the time diligently in itself, and when I see parts of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So, we, through the scriptures, we realize the times that we're in, we see the things going on. And matter of fact, it reminds me of another scripture in, was it Ephesians? Or Colossians. I'm always this scripture. I picture it exactly in my mind. See where it is in my Bible. If I'm in the right chapter, exactly But I always think like, is it Ephesians? Oh no, it's Thessalonians. No, I think it's Thessalonians. Let me see. Yeah. Always thinking about Ephesians and all that, but it's Thessalonians. So this is the first book of Thessalonians, chapter 5 and 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Yeah. When nobody is expected except the elect, and Yahweh Tazah, we are part of that number. We uh, expect Yahushua to come back. You know, we see the things going on and we know that it's around the corner. The majority of people are in La La Land. They think things gonna be better soon, things gonna turn back to normal, this and that, you know. No, man, things gonna be turned out, you know. Things gonna be upside down, you know. This whole kingdom needs to be destroyed, you know, it needs to be put down, you know. Esau's and rulership needs to be put down, you know. Yahushua got to take all these crowns of all these rulers, you know. Are people going to be back on top again? And with our people, I mean the real children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the so-called Indianos. So back to the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon the woman. So yeah, when a woman is about to give birth, you know, the child will come. Whether it be today, tomorrow, in an hour, or in a couple of hours, the child will come. As soon as she starts to have these contractions, the child will be born, you know. And the same is with this. People, they can try everything, but the things, you know, these things need to happen. Like it's written in the book of Isaiah, you know, my word shall not return unto me void, but do that which I please, you know. So the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. You know, yeah, we're watching and we're praying and realizing that, you know, the coming of Yahushua is around the corner. And nobody knows exactly when it's time for Yahushua to come. You know, not even Yahushua knows it, but only his Father Yahweh. Ye are all children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet the hope of salvation. Yeah, man. Let me see. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So this is just the beginning of the misery, you know, the end is not yet. We see all these things going on, realizing that Yahushua, the coming of Yahushua is close, but the end is not yet. It's going to be horrible, man. The time that is about to come is a time like never have been seen on this planet before. You know, it's going to be horrible for the whole world. Matter of fact, let me jump to the book of Revelations, and then I'm going to continue in the article. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Yeah. So something might happen. Remember the C-19. All of a sudden they said, okay, there's a pan, dam, thing going on, you know. That's what they said. So everybody had to, listen to the government and start wearing face masks. They were pushing people to get this devil juice, you know. A lot of people dying until this day. You know, people were put on lockdown, all these rules and regulations, you know. People were not allowed to travel, even to leave the city, go to the job, you know, things like that, going to a restaurant, to gym, you know, to the store, everything. They turned everything into a privilege, you know. These things are about to come. Look what they're doing with the climate story, you know. Remember Man Bear Pig from South Park, you know? Mr. Super Cereal? Yeah, they are doing this right now, man. So yeah, climate lockdowns, all this shit are around the corner, man. So back to the article. The United States, United States withdraw troops from Niger, Russian influence grows. The United States withdraws its troops from Niger. More than 1,000 American soldiers will leave the West African country in the coming months. After reporting from the New York Times about the withdrawal of the troops, sources reported that to Reuters, a news agency, that an agreement has been reached between the US State Department and the junta in Niger. Yeah. An agreement, they basically show you like, we ain't that weak anymore. We ain't taking your bullshit anymore. Y'all just need to leave. And that's also what they did with the leader in Niger. They gave him a couple of days to leave the country. Otherwise, they would have deleted him, man. The United States withdraws its troops from Niger. More than 1,000 American soldiers will leave the West African country in the coming months. After reporting from the New York Times about the withdrawal of the troops, sources reported to Reuters news agency that an agreement has been reached between the US State Department and the junta in Niger. France previously removed all his soldiers and ambassador from the country. It did so a few months after the military coup in Niger, the summer of 23. Immediately after the coup, the perpetrators turned against the old colonizer and military cooperation was stopped. The US military has 2 bases in Niger, including a large drone base in the north of the country. The drone base cost the US more than 100 million. Yeah, so it cost them more than 100 million. How much money were they withdrawing there? Don't forget, those countries there in Africa, they got gold, they got diamonds, they got oil, they got all kinds of precious stones. So they were getting the money. And don't forget, they had the uranium. So France and America were profiting from that. We already know who they be, how they be, They're not paying for the shit. Make the story real beautiful that they invest 100 million. So you want to tell us that you invest 100 million into the country? Get the fuck out of there, man. We know that everything that you have, you so-called white people, you Edomites, everything that you have is on the build of our forefathers, man, of the Jacob descendants, the children of Israel, the real children of Israel. And now when you want to act like you put money in us, man. You're going to see when Yahushua is going to come back, man. Then you're going to pay for everything, man. For every little thing that you have done against us, man. You're going to pay for it double, man. And after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, hardcore bondage, you're going to be exterminated, man. That's what does say the Bible. The drone base cost the US more than 100 million to build and is used for drone attacks on Al-Qaeda and Islamic State's affiliates in the Sahel region. The drone base in northern Niger has been in use since 2018. It is not known what will happen to the military base. Niger had long been an ally of the US and the EU, and they worked together military until the coup plotters came to power in Niger. Yeah, until they had enough of it, of you stealing and taking advantage. The new authorities joined the juntas in neighboring Mali and Burkina Faso. The junta Niger recently ended military cooperations with the US. Hundreds of residents took the streets last week demanding the departure of the American soldiers, almost simultaneously welcoming Russian military instructors. The 3 West African countries have strengthened ties with Russia. Last week, a group of military trainers and employees of the Russian Ministry of Defense landed in Niger's capital, Niamey. They are part of the so-called Africa Corps, the new name of the Wagner mercenary army on African soil. The coup in Niger raised concerns worldwide. Yeah, of course, they're losing power. They losing power. Beautiful, man. So yeah, man. So this is going on. So let me read a couple of scriptures. So this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely to come. It will sure not. It will, Salakia. Let me read it again, man. Butchering the whole scripture. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Yeah. These things will happen, as so as the MOTB, the mark of the beast, going to be made mandatory. We look into that, man. So this is the book of Obadiah, And verse 6, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought out? So all the people are finding out about the wickedness of Esau, you know. And now you have, first and foremost, they're finding out about the wickedness about America. So people, they're pulling off to Russia. And this is all prophecy, you know. Because eventually everybody's going to turn against America. And you slowly see this happening, you know. Um, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in them. So you already see this going on. You know, the people are being like, no man, we don't want to work with you anymore. You know, they sick and tired of the wickedness. You know, they don't want to be bullied in the country, in the corner anymore. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So what do you see going on right now? So they're sending away the American soldiers. So Russian military instructors are coming. So they're going to train the soldiers over there. And the Russians, they are on the next level, man. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Yeah, that's what you see going on right now. Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and that is, you know, the region where Israel is right there. You know, that's the valley of Jehoshaphat, of the Most High's judgment. You know, Israel, they bombed Iran. You know, Iran basically pussified it, talk like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Nobody got hurt and this and that, you know. But, you know, maybe on the background, they're being sabotaged, you know, it'd be like on the background, if you do this, then we're going to destroy your country, you know, look what they did with Turkey, you know, with the earthquake, you know, we know Israel can do certain things, you know. That's a fact. So on the background, they're frightening people, but we're going to see what's going to cook there, you know. Let me see. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fat's overflown, for the wickedness is great. So, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Yeah, it's around the corner, like I said, you know. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that, you know. Watch and pray, see these prophecies being fulfilled. You know, the coming of Yahushua is around the corner. This is the time to get back to Yahweh Basham Yahushua, because before you know it, like in the days of Noah, you're going to be too late and you're going to be put to death, you know. And it's going to be horrible, especially if you heard about this truth, especially if you know that you're an Israelite, you know. Yeah, man, like the book of First Peter states, you know, judgment's going to start with the house of Yahweh Basham Yahushai first. So you know you're an Israelite, you're not going to do nothing with it. Hey, you're going to get punished for that, man. So yeah, with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Baruch HaKodesh, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to Yakim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.